damage early. Ryze is stronger on sides, but Azir scales better just because he has more range and can do more damage from a distance. His disengage is also very valuable against hard engaged comps. His play against KC.
Yeah, that is a locked series, pretty much, right?
Yeah, and it of course, it's under the assumption. Oh, hang on a minute.
Exhaust going down as they look for the engager onto Supa. He's chunked out. Barrier and heal exchanged on the side of Supa. And
that's what we said about Alvaro. Like, we'd rather see you on engaged supports and just accept the lane loss, but
this
not
is what
this
it costs
badly.
you,
This is way too damaging.
Way off.
It's because with both the barrier and the heal gone, he really just can't approach. Now, this is devastating for Supa. He's at 1 CS. Alvaro is trying his best to mitigate the losses here. He draws aggro so that the minions don't go underneath the tower.
Supa gets back, no. Oh, Caps trading with Jojo as well.
That's a solo kill.
Caps, it's a solo kill, Vedi. Who's better now? Who's better now?
Well, that could be such a big impact.
It's a scrap fight, Vedi. The Scuttle Crab isn't even up yet. SkewMond level 5 trying to force in here. Alvaro at half HP, dashes in with the grand entrance with his Shroud of Darkness from SkewMond will block it. Jojo low. Caps trying to join in with that Over. Over can't get the damage down. Labrov forced out by Elyoya in the end. Labrov still only lets first blood in only about a quarter of their game. Major lead in only about a third of the time. Whereas in week 7, half of the time they've been in a major lead. First blood in 3 of their 4 games and a gold lead of 2K at 14 minutes. G2 this weekend have been on fine form, Vedi. Yeah. I think arguably at times the best player in the LEC as well, depending on where you're looking at it. Grand Starfall coming down as Labrov is just deleted. We talked about the use of the first Pantheon. Where are you going to stem the tide that is G2 through the fog of war? Sneaking around this corner so they're not spotted by that ward, but I believe they have been seen. Jojo could just go in with the Emperor's Divide. They'll dive onto him. Paranoia, outfocus result, doesn't find it. And Jojo shifts the sands to find his escape.
Patient response there from Jojo. Throws out the ultimate. Nice timing, gets him away to safety. Now, Alvaro with the knockup.
Grand Entrance can do it, use Arcane Shift here. Hans Summer still holding onto that flash. Has popped the exhaust and not enough damage from a transcended Yunara to get through Hans Summer. Did have to use the exhaust, but doesn't burn the flash. Elyoya and
47.
Yeah, it must be close.
That has to be pretty damn close, right? Like, that is super impressive.
Elyoya, flash shield vault, quickness from Alvaro as well. They'll go behind some of it. He flashes away from the grand entrance. SkewMond can come in with the paranoia, but already the Yunara picks up one. It's answered with another. As SkewMond will take out Supa. Grand entrance there. Hans Summer continues to just put as much damage into Alvaro and Elyoya as possible. Meanwhile, Jojo's moving down from the mid lane and Caps is going up. Caps is looking for the fight against Myrwn here. Broken Blade can chase him down. Caps just walking across. There's the call of the Forge God. Myrwn still has the flash, uses it just to distract Caps and Broken Blade for as long as possible. Equalizer down to try and clear out the wave. Myrwn is dead as a dodo here.
Well, hang on.
No, he's dead. Dead. You forgot Rune Prison?
No,
you forgot about the Rune Prison?
I actually thought he was out of range of Rune Prison, but not quite. Now we're back on Dragon, though. Started off by KOI. The bottom lane of Supa and Alvaro are coming back out onto the map.
It's a 4v3 for KOI. Broken Blade can join in with the TB, but Labrov doesn't have a way out at all. Jojo finds him, and G2 a little greedy contesting as 2 there.
Scrappiness all over the map. Myrwn did promise that being driven by the advantage that Caps and Hans have been able to build.
Yeah, Rift held for G2, 2 Drakes though, 2 MKOI. SkewMond looking for the smite here, will get it. Myrwn trying to burn him so they can't pick up the eye, and he does exactly that.
1 second.
Equalizer down onto Skew, paranoia out from the Nocturne, the spear though! Skewered is SkewMond as MKOI find another. Elyoya has been involved in all.
Magic resistance already picked up by him, the Koenig Rakan.
Realm Warp behind Jojo. Does have the flash call before it comes out. There's the Sundux as well, and Alvaro once again is here in time to protect.
TP invested though from Myrwn. Are they looking for something bigger? With Elyoya on the top side of the map, it doesn't look like it, so a preemptive ulti used. Jojo taking a decent chunk of damage from the True Shot barrage. Myrwn now has to be careful, doesn't want to overstay his welcome. It's a big opportunity in the top lane.
There's the TP out from Jojo.
I think that's smart. Caps doesn't have the TP to match now.
Hans dashes across the wall. Arc of Judgment coming out. There's the spear for the slow quickness as well. And once again, Labrov is caught all unawares. Supa finds another equalizer down. SkewMond, even with the fear and the Shroud of Darkness, there's no darkness that hides you from MKOI.
4-1 for Labrov. We've been saying it for a while now, but the difference that this man looks when he's on these engages. Elyoya makes his way into
dive onto Caps, and he's just burnt alive! Elyoya, absolutely on form, involved in every single kill of the 7.
Sitting in side lanes, catching what farm he can, largely going into Broken Blade. The lane assignments that they've set up has really favored him.
Broken Blade going to dash away, knocked back with the Empress Divide as well, does have the flash and uses the TP, but he's going to get down because of the quickness. It does flash away and dashes, never mind, he survives. He's Ornn after all. Grand entrance dodged to the side of BB in the end. It's Elyoya, who else, who claims the kill.
3-0-5. Oh, KOI Jojo didn't realize he had tower aggro.
And Caps is here. Elyoya now all on his own. This could be massive. There's a 500 bounty on this guy's head. He's going to flash the wall. Caps is going to flash to chase. Labrov is flashing too! Oh, it's disaster! Jojo doesn't realize he has the aggro and Caps just gets paid! Super flash!
Oh, doesn't...
Not going to be in range.
What is happening right now?
It's not going to be in range, dude. Oh, no!
Supa scores as he finds another kill. The third dragon of the game. What is happening? It's 4 kills denied. Chaos is unfolding on the map. They have vision of SkewMond yet. Oh, he's TPing back to top. Never mind. They do have info on where SkewMond is.
Alvaro, Grand Entrance, Shroud of Darkness there. Stop the CC from coming in. Myrwn and Broken Blade still trading towards this bottom side. Equalizer out. Broken Blade has the Kanik Rakan and the Negatron Cloak to back it up. Summer needs to retreat from the tower, and it's MKOI. Not only the drums in the crowd, but forcing G2 to play to the pace of their drum, the tempo they are setting as Caps looks for this top lane tower. Will be able to secure it, but now the collapse begins. Caps has a Realm Warp, Supa's on the chase. Realm Warp in, Jojo can't get there in time, but the grand entrance is looking to lead G2 to a grand exit. Labrov once again on the floor, and Summer might join him as Alvaro looks for more, has to flash away the missed shot. Just an edge wide of hitting onto the support.
Is that a Baron consideration? No, it doesn't look like it. The HPs are a little too low. Instead, they'll take the crab and they'll be happy as KOI get another kill on the board. When Jojo came back from MSI, oh, he's found Hans, he's chasing him.
Oh, Hans able to get away. And there's the paranoia in, and Jojo goes too deep. It's like the mines of Moria, they were too greedy. Double for Skew. And now the TP behind Myrwn has flash, uses it immediately. He wants the hell out of that.
The exhaust from Summer adding so much value, buys enough time for SkewMond to ult over, and with the jungler gone, now is a Baron opportunity. KOI, they overstep their bounds.
Call of the Fortune coming out. Myrwn has no flash, knocked up. Labrov looking for the damage. G2 just trying to find pickings here, realizing they can't really fight with their lower health.
No flash for Myrwn.
On the Baron, as you say, no flash for Myrwn. Alvaro tried to dash away, Rune Prison. A second battle dance saves him in the midst of the action.
Also
which is a lab-proven hexplate at this point,
absolutely.
Right?
Now, the fight for the mid-wave begins as Dragon Soul is spawning soon. The tower been set up, here we go.
Call of the Forge God, though, look for Myrwn, still does not have flash. A quickness immediately disengaged from SkewMond, dived in with the paranoia as well, and Supa now on the wrong side of this wall. SkewMond is low, Caps unable to join the fight. The Emperor's Divide from Jojo. They're looking for the knock-up from Alvaro already, that's 2 for MKOI. G2 try to pincer in, but they just can't find it, there's a pause.
There's a pause! I mean, as a champ, I like watching it, but right now I want to get back into the game because I see the ready checks have come through. We're getting back in.
That we are. Jump back into the action as MKOI are looking to chase Caps out. Realm Warp out from Caps, but he can't take it. Needs to put the damage down, but MKOI will just chase him out. And that is another kill over to MKOI. This will be solved for them. No real contest available for G2 anymore.
So, MKOI, what a huge team fight win for them. The swinging momentum.
Hans is up in 10, Caps is up in 15, no Realm Orb available. TP out from Jojo as he pushes out the bot side. SkewMond doesn't have the paranoia nor a flash to get in. Broken Blade Call of the Forge God still not off cooldown. Summer has just respawned. Elyoya is low. Broken Blade with the Bellows Breath. Tries to jump on the Supa, gets a 3-man knock up, but it's still going to get taken out by MKOI. He stops the Baron, but at the cost of his own life.
I mean, a worthwhile sacrifice, I will say. They'll deny KOI from securing it. That ultimate from Hansama doing some serious work as well. G2 will look to clear out some of the vision. And KOI, they need to go back to base. Jojo going to go answer that top wave as a 5. It's a difficult fight to approach for G2. They're kind of reliant on Hansama landing some poke. Jojo going to do the exact same thing though.
Jojo at 3 items, just going to chunk through him. The quickness, the equalizer, and Caps goes a good night. And KOI knew exactly who they wanted to kill, and they executed it perfectly. Broken Blade in with the knockabout. Summer trying to put the damage down with the shield bolt. He's stunned up, locked up, and taken out. The Emperor's Divide, not even necessary, as MKOI will run G2 through. Elyoya here, and there's the moves we were just talking about.
It's an ace for KOI with all 5 members left standing. A very clean fight. They eliminate Caps and they clean up the rest of G2. The win streak of G2 will end as KOI go 1-0 up in this best of 3.
And for KOI, what a moment it would be to take down this series. They have done the first step. Caps up in 6, but he'll only be alive to watch his Nexus die. MKOI, the first team here in Madrid to take a game off G2. And the icing on the cake is Caps has to watch it from the death realm.
1-0-17 for Alvaro. 18 of the team's 20 kills, with the only exceptions being Elyoya's side lane ganks. Alvaro on engaged supports is simply a different beast. The pace at which KOI played that game was fantastic. G2 gonna have to go back to the drawing